were the Hardys supposed to go in for the Hall of Fame?
Oh, that's right. What the?
So they bring
why are
them
the
back.
Hardys not?
They bring them back. They're making a little run in NXT, putting out,
TNA
making
working relationship. They got
TNA,
title matches.
and
There's
then
no better time.
Triple H, out of his own mouth, said we had other plans. We had other plans for it, and then Shawn and Undertaker came out and were like, big surprise, because he was like, I'm never going to put myself in the Hall of Fame, but. So they had to change directions. He did say they had to change directions. They had other plans. Was the Hardys that other plan?
They're going to be in there next year, I think.
They will, but 100% I believe that they were the original plan.
Yeah.
And that's why they had them on NXT.
And they want to showcase them and not have it in with Triple H, right? Because you don't want to
that sucks that
overshadow.
You didn't talk to Matt Hardy at C2E2.
Yeah, I know. I totally forgot to ask him what he thought about it, but I think this is what it was. And they definitely go in next year as long as they stay in TNA. Look, I hate that the Hall of Fame they do this like this where you can't overshadow somebody. You got to keep it in tiers because that's 100% what it is. Because
you got to have it's like booking a wrestling show. Like, you got to have a main event.
And there's no way
and then like a lower card.
And it's like there's no way that the Hardy Boyz don't overshadow Triple H. So, and not because Triple H sucks, but that's exactly why you don't want him overshadow him, because it's like, no, he really is that guy. But it's just like, bro, the Hardy Boyz should have been in 12 fucking years ago, dude. You know? So there's just, I mean, it's unfortunate.
He's in the Hall of Fame too with DX.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a faction.
Like, it's like, it's not like it's his first time really.
But isn't Shawn Michaels also in Solo?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Triple H needs to go in solo, if they're going to do everybody. Because even Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, they're all NWO, and they're...
Yeah, and Triple H was way more than just DX, man. I mean,
he was the game.
DX, Evolution, the game. I mean, this man was a fucking
He was like the main heel during the Rock and Hogan. I mean, I'm sorry, the Rock and Stone Cold era.
Right.
He was like the main heel.
How many championships did?
Yeah, from like 99 to like 03, Triple H.
For till like 09. 06. I would say, yeah, because he went back to DX after that. I would say 06. 06 is good, yeah.
Well, plus he pulled off the biggest heist in the world by bagging Stephanie McMahon. I mean, what a way to fucking really like, I'm not going nowhere. Pop a couple kids out.
Oh, yeah. FYI, yes, I was correct. It is 14 times he's won the world championship.
Fuck, he's fucking 2 away from the record himself.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Hall of Fame's also bringing in a match this year.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
yeah.
Austin
First time ever bringing in a match. I think that's a great concept.
That is a great concept. That is and so interesting to do the Austin and Brett. Of course, this was the babyface turn of Austin. He was prior to this, he was a heel, but he was also, he was getting babyface responses. So this was going to happen. And Brett was actually a baby, and this was kind of his heel turn before he left. A couple years later, or like a year or two later, this was the Montreal Screwjob. So
yeah, this was almost like reminiscent of Hulk and Rock type of situation, except planned.
Yeah, and the way they had Brett go over and win, but the classic him pushing out of the sharpshooter, bleeding, right? I mean, that was so iconic. And this match was a few months later after he did the 316. So this was the beginning of the Austin era, right? And my question to you guys is, where do you rank this match of all time? And if you had to give me an example of another match that could have gone in first, what would it be?
Well, another match that could have gone in first, like I said, Rock and Hogan.
Hogan and Andre. Just because that was such a classic moment in WWE history. Hogan slamming Andre. I think that's like a good contender there. Not that it was a great match, just the moment itself, really.
That's very interesting. You know, that you guys do Hogan. Hogan gets a lot of heat, but
I know I don't like Hogan, but
he's been in a lot of iconic matches, though.
Right.
Hogan is the GOAT. I always say it.
I would say Taker and Mankind.
Doesn't matter what match.
No, 100%. You got to put Undertaker, Mankind up there.
Taker, Shawn Michaels. Either one of those WrestleManias were great.
Cena and CM Punk at Money in the Bank 2011. I wouldn't put that first, but that would be
there's a lot more. There's a lot on that level that I would put. I mean, Batista, Triple H, we watched, those were really good. But as far as like top tier, Austin and Brett level, it would definitely have to be Hogan, Andre, Hogan, Rock, or Mankind, Undertaker.
So I'll tell you right now, I think 1A, 1B, best wrestlers of all time, in ring only, not promos, in ring only. Brett and Shawn Michaels.
That's what a lot of people say.
Yeah, I just, when I go back and I watch Bret Hart, he's never my favorite wrestler. But when I watch my favorite wrestler versus Bret Hart, it's their best match. So it's my favorite wrestler's best match. It was always against Bret Hart. What does that tell me? Bret Hart's just fucking that damn good, man.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I don't love Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, me neither. What? No, me neither. I mean, Shawn grew on me.
I don't lie. I'm a
huge Shawn Michaels fan. I know. Yeah, my dad's GOAT is Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels is like one of those other guys. Same with Brett.
Like, my dad ordered.
Look good.
I'll tell you a story. My dad ordered WrestleMania for my birthday one year. He did it a few times for my birthday because I'm in March 16th. So, but he ordered it one year where it was Taker and Michaels in the main event. And I was like, yo, Taker's going to win, bro. And he was like, no way. Shawn Michaels is the GOAT, bro.
Yeah.
Man, he was so upset when Taker put him down.
Yeah.
That was such a good match, though.
Yeah.
Such a good match.
The matches they had on Mania were both could be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Those were great. Yep.
And then also the first Hell in a Cell match they had too when Kane debuted. That's also another one that could be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of good ones.
For sure.
Anything else, Kelly?
No, that was all I had on the notes.
Good. I'm glad you remembered those because I totally forgot them.
17.
What's that?
Another one too.
Rock and Stone Cold.
No, the TLC match.
Bro, definitely. Yeah. That's a number 2 right there.
Yeah, for sure.
The Hardy Boys.
Man, there's so many.
The Dudleys.
Like,
but they won't do it because they're going to put the Hardy Boys in first before they do their match.
Right, yeah.
So I think Shawn Michaels will get. I think Shawn Michaels might get the second match, just because.
My thing is, how do they induct matches into the Hall of Fame?
How don't they?
How does that work?
What do you mean?
Like, is there like a person inducting it, or they're gonna talk about it?
Well, they're gonna bring out the people involved. They're gonna bring out the people involved to talk about it and how it happened and how it shaped their career and how it shaped the landscape and how they handled, the change in vision in them, their perspective and their pressure. And
so it's not gonna be like how the people get inducted.
It's gonna be pretty much similar. I
think it's going to be similar because they're both going to be there. And I think if the ref was still alive, wasn't that Earl Hebner back then? He would be there too. I think he should. Is he still alive? He should be there too.
Is he still alive?
He's still alive. He's old as fuck, but he's still alive.
They should roll his ass in there if he's still alive.
They should roll his ass in there.
Because he's just as much a part of that match than anybody.
Yeah, he is still alive. And was he the ref?
How old is he?
I think he was, but who refed Stone Cold versus Bret Hart? I got to make sure. I think he was. He was
WrestleMania.
born in '49, so
I thought he was older
do the
than
math.
that.
Yes, he was.
WrestleMania.
He was. It looks like he was the ref for that. 49 to I don't know. Do the math. Fucking
Was
49.
he fucking 78,
75.
75,
Boy, 75 years old.
76?
I don't know. I don't feel like doing it. I don't give a fuck. He's damn near 80. He's in a wheelchair, probably.
Right.
God, all I know is Earl's going into the Hall of Fame for sure.
Earl better be in the Hall of Fame.
Isn't he in the TNA Hall of Fame?
For sure. Gotta be.
I believe he is.
TNA, he's never even fucking refereed in TNA.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. He did actually.
Yeah, barely. I'm just saying he's known for,
For a while.
you know, yeah.
Was it a
Well,
while?
anyways, I don't know.
It was a while. Holy shit, this guy's still reffing.
Holy shit.
From TNA from 2006 to 2017.
I'd go see a match just to fucking root
Damn,
for Earl
11
Hebner.
years, huh? Holy shit.
I think I'm going to start cheering fucking referees.
Yeah, he
I didn't
got inducted
realize
to
he
the
was
TNA
still
Hall
reffing
of
in
Fame
Impact.
in 2015.
Jesus Christ.
They need to be involved in more storylines, referees. I'm saying it right here, right now.
They do. I agree.
I mean, they're a huge part of the match.
Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
Sometimes I would say, like, you know.
Do you
like,
ever
always
think
have
that
the wrestler.
Do you ever think the Montreal Screwjob will go into the Hall of Fame?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, no.
You don't think so?
I tell you what, if they put that in the Hall of
For
Fame,
the
it'll prove
Montreal
my point.
Screwjob, there would be no Monday Night Wars.
No, you're totally wrong with that.
Yeah,
That's the most blasphemous shit I ever
There
heard in my
wouldn't be-
goddamn life. That was
That's how it was
egregious.
There would
false,
be no
bro.
Vince. There wouldn't be no Mr. McMahon.
That's true.
Okay, that's more like it, Jeff.
Man.
Jesus Christ. But listen,
Oh my.
if they did put it in the Hall of Fame, it would just prove to me that that whole thing was a work.
Yeah,
I
you
felt
can't
like
put that. You can't put
I
that.
think they're all over
Do
it by
put it in
now.
there to just say it's a work. Oh, nah. Look, they won't put it in. Vince would have put it in, but they won't put it in now. Nah, they won't do it. It's Triple H.
Over under Vince comes back to the WWF.
Triple H is ashamed of that
Over
decision.
under Vince gets inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Under on
Never.
everything.
He'll never come back.
No.
You'll never hear no chance. That's what you got.
You got
Dude,
no
the
chance
pop.
at hearing no chance.
Hey, the pop for that.
It's not gonna happen though.
We would
Over
blow the roof
under
off.
Vince buys AEW in spite for spite.
All right, we're getting in the
Get back
rabbit
at
hole
WWE
right here.
for-
It's
Yeah, we're
late.
doing what
We're
if
at the
marbles right now.
Yeah, exactly. We're in the 2-hour mark. That was our WrestleMania edition,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen. You heard our thoughts on the matches, on the build-up, on the whys and hows coming out of Mania. You have our predictions for the Golden Bell winner. Make sure you tune
gonna be
into our
me.
lives of the main events on Twitch and YouTube. It won't be him. We're going to call it a night. Thanks for joining us. Scan that QR code right there. You know what I'm saying? You probably already hear there if you're watching this, but make sure you go check out our other podcasts. We got the Shoot the Shit podcast. We got the Geek Speak podcast. We got Rabz Playhouse isn't live yet totally, but it will be soon. Make sure you keep an eye out for that. We're killing it. Catch us next week for the Geek Speak and Shoot the Shit. See you at Mania.
What you gonna do, brother?